This is the WF30. We're going to demonstrate a flight and go over the details of the drone. So let's get flying. GPS locked. Calibrating. Follow me mode. Simply over here. So what we're going to do is take off by hitting the unlock. Auto takeoff. Go up in the air. Press the dashes. Hit the follow me. And slide. You need to have the controller with you so it can follow you. If you don't have the controller, it doesn't follow you. So we're going to come down. Bring the camera towards me and follow me. We're going to go for some speed by pressing speed on high, and we're going to take off. Make sure we face the right way, and off we go. The WF30 in flight. Have some fun. If you're looking for a drone with GPS return to home, follow me, circle mode, flying as easy as can be. This is the WF30 drone. It hovers. It has two speeds, low and high. It goes out 300 meters in distance. It's controlled by a smartphone with the controller and more. With follow me, circle mode, landing, and so forth. With a close-up shot to the camera. This is the drone. Optical sensor underneath. If you're interested in the WF30 with the low voltage cutoff giving you a warning, this product may be something that you are after in a brushless drone. We're reviewing today an indoor-outdoor WF30 WeFone 5 GHz drone. It's packed with a number of features. What we're going to be doing is unboxing, show you what you get inside the box, and go over the drone. Up to 40 minutes of runtime, 20 minutes per, one button press for RTF, return to home, takeoff, GPS controlled and smartphone application, spare parts, and more. The small package came in the front mesh with your precaution battery guide, your instruction manual for your WF30, a magnetic precision Phillips screwdriver, a USB-A to micro cable with 8 screws and a spare screw, prop A and prop B, a full set of props for your drone. With the WeFone 3.7 volt 200 milliamp battery, 20-minute runtime per. Charging your battery for the first time and time after requires a 5 volt 2 amp charger at 180 minutes for full charge with the micro cable. Plug into a power source. At 5 volts 2 amps the battery will charge. You can charge additional battery with other options you have. With the red light going out into green, the battery will be fully charged. A close-up look at the red indicator. With an optional battery supplied to the controller, they are on each of the sides. 2 AA's per. A total of 4 are required. Negative to positive, going over the controller, On the bottom, you have your knobs, your control sticks. They are octagon shape and they press into the joystick areas. Carefully align, adjust, and place on. We have a number of controls and buttons and a screen. We have an on and off by simply turning on. You hear a beep and you see a red indicator in the center. A speed control, a northwest, east, south button, up and down, lock button, GPS button. Going over the instructions will give you more clear detail about each of the function. On the top, you have some cushions and you have the phone holder that you lift up that expands for a nice large phone. On the top, you have your video and photo, your forward and back button. These are installation areas. Please leave alone. Removing the drone from the case, you have the case that has all the areas that you could put everything in. You could put your controller back in, and you could close the case up. With the drone, it is a foldable drone the size of a large hand. In order to open up the drone, you simply open up the back one first, and then the front one last. This is your tail, your back. This is your front with the HD camera. These are your brushless motors, props, on and off button, and sensors and LED lights. Opening up the arms the opposite way will prevent the other arm from opening. So carefully open up your drone and make sure they snap into place. The drone in diameter measures about 11.5 inches. The top of the drone, you have your brushless motors. Your spare props can be changed out with the spare screws. On each of the propeller, there are numbers and letters. This is B1, boy 1. This is your B, the diagonals. These are your A's. And if you ever have a broken propeller, you simply take the precision screwdriver, you unscrew, lift up and away. With the new screw and a new propeller, you line up to the hole and lock down. Inserting the battery is the logo label facing to the floor, sliding into the drone, and snapping closed and making sure these two connect and snap. To release the battery is pressing the button and pulling out. In this demonstration, when we turn on, you see the monochrome screen with overlays. App download instructions, a TF card, and a phone holder. The TF card slot is where the index finger is at to slide in, an option for the HD camera. Pairing your drone on page 14. Turn the drone on, long press, and turn the transmitter on. Located on page 13 will be your Droid and iOS, the application to the WeFone WF Open up the WF turn off your Bluetooth, your data, mobile, your option according to the instructions. By pressing onto the drone a long press, you'll hear it start up and turn on your controller. Pairing. If pairing ever gets lost, turn on your drone again and your controller. Open up your application. GPS would like to access your camera. Accept. GPS wants to access your photo library to all. Accept. Close down the application. Open up your settings and your Wi-Fi. They recommend to turn Bluetooth mobile off. While the drone is setting up, WeFone GPS and the serial number, click on it. Allow the unit to accept to the unsecured network. Close down the application. Open up the WeFone GPS again. GPS will like to find and connect to your device. Allow. Wants to connect the app in the location. When you hit the start, allow. If you don't allow, it may not use. We are all set up and ready to go. We have a cog. We'll just briefly go over the information here. For your safety, you can set the distance, the height, and so on. If you look at the sense status, this is your calibration. There are two ways to doing it. From the controller, down and to the left to compass calibrate. Simply hit the start calibration. 3 circles, clockwise only. You hear a beep when you're done. Face the camera to the ceiling. The camera's over here, clockwise, 1 turn. It goes off the screen and it beeps. You are calibrated for the compass. So this way, you face north, you go north. In order to calibrate the drone, if the drone is sitting on an angle, and then you place it down on a straight floor, the drone will go on an angle and fly. You must calibrate every single crash and every time you turn on by going down and to the right. It rapidly flashes and you are calibrated. GPS. GPS is in red. In order to turn GPS off, go to the controller. Look for GPS. The fast red flashing will turn slow. Long press. Let go. The solid turns to a slow flashing. You are now ready to fly indoors and/or outdoors if ever a weak signal. Indoors will not get you GPS. You have a box. This will be your follow me, your circle, and your headless mode. You have your takeoff and landing. If you hit those buttons now, it may or may not take off until you unlock your drone. And the only way to unlock it is to go to your controller in red, clear, it takes off in propeller only, and then you're able to take off in either one. To stop it, either press the red button again or go down on the joystick. You have your camera, your video, your photo. You have this little 3 circle, which I apologize on. On your camera in the front, it's controlled by the up and down over here. It goes in increments. You can take video and photo on the controller in the front over here. You have your speed, low and high, as you can see, overlapping the multi-use. In order to get rid of that, just simply press, and then you can see the speed, low and high. This button here should be a return to home or headless mode. That is the headless mode. Press it again, it goes back. Hitting the GPS return to home is going to give you a lot of height. It should bring your drone black, and there you have it. You have a zoom in option, 50% or less, and so forth. I have gone over the drone, everything that you need to know. You have seen some flying outdoors. The drone can be flown indoors. Remember the air circulation. The WeFone WF30 is a trimless drone. It automatically trims itself, altitude hold, the GPS, return to home, follow me, headless mode, circle mode. There's a lot this drone can do, and I hope it's a drone that you are looking for from WeFone. Thank you for your time and viewing.